Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video, and for this one, gonna be reviewing basically the entirety of Season 7. I have seen this before, I know I have, um, when somebody's finished reviewing the episodes of a season or something, they would review the entirety of the season, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing, reviewing Season 7 of the Clone Wars, and, I gotta say, Season 7 is fantastic, and for it being the final season of Star Wars The Clone Wars, this season only has basically, 12 episodes, basically. Yeah, 12 episodes, and 3 arcs. The first arc being the Bad Batch, the second arc being with Ahsoka, and the sisters, Rafa and Trace, and the third and final arc of Season 7, the Seed of Mandalore. So, and man, fantastic, all 12 episodes and all 3 arcs, just fantastic, and for them being the final last 12 episodes of the Clone Wars, in Season 7, just fantastic. I mean, I remember seeing this on YouTube, everybody celebrating Clone Wars before Season 7 started. And with the Bad Batch, those were good episodes. Because with the Bad Batch, because Hunter, Tech, Wrecker, I forget, but and even we of course got to see Echo again. He came back, and what's cool is that at the end of the final episode of the Bad Batch, he became part of the Bad Batch as well, which is really cool. And even and there were a few changes. Most of the Bad Batch was still the same as it was when it was unfinished, etc. If you guys remember. The few changes to that were basically, one is that the scene where Cody, gets Rex, come on, Rex, and he's looking at a picture of him, Cody, Echo, and Fives, and I think Jesse is in there as well. That was new, and also the part where Anakin is having a secret contact with Padme, that was new too. The original, of course, as some of you may know, was, of course, with the nose art, the Bad Batch painting, their drawing of Senator Amidala, and, she can negotiate with me anytime, that was funny. And I also remember one part is that Wat Tambor demonstrates a weapon that basically, pretty much, basically vaporizes the species that's on that planet, I forget the name of that species, it kind of speaks funny, and that help out Anakin and the Bad Batch and Rex, so, that was cut out, that was not in the final episode, obviously it was too dark, basically, basically turned into, melts him or something, I can't remember. And the ending to the final episode of The Bad Batch, it was changed, of course. The original was, of course, I know I've said this before, but I'm saying it again. The original, of course, was a ceremony, them getting medals and such. We hear a bit of the Imperial March, and we see one last shot of Rex, and then, but the actual ending, the actual ending to the episode, of course, is with Echo joining the Bad Batch, and they give a salute, and the episode ends. That was a pretty good ending, and it was nice that Echo joined the Bad Batch, so, a new addition, because there were 4, and now make it 5 with Echo, so. And with the arc of Ahsoka and the twins, and the sister, I almost said twin, well, I guess twin sisters, I don't know. The sisters, Rafa and Trace, I thought it was good. I thought it was not bad. I thought it was okay, what I'm saying. I know that I guess it's that arc and those 4 episodes that I guess are mixed, basically to put it at that. But I thought it was good. I thought Rafa and Trace were good. The adventure and action that was going on, and the storyline to the arc, and a little bit of nod to, say, Return of the Jedi, as Ahsoka and Rafa and Trace, they're in the what's the name of that ship that either Rafa and Trace caught? I forget, but they fly into, and they're basically in the middle of the area where the shuttlecrafts are making their way into the warships, the attack cruisers, the Republic cruisers, and Anakin can sense the presence of Ahsoka on the ship. And a bit of nod to Return of the Jedi, where Darth Vader senses the presence of Luke on the stolen Imperial shuttlecraft, as they're making their way to Endor. And also, even we're in that arc, we get the appearance of Maul, and Crimson Dawn is mentioned, and with, because with the Pikes, etc., what else? And also, because Bo-Katan and a group of Death Watch, they find Ahsoka and they ask for her help and such, And I thought that arc was okay. I loved it. I thought it was actually pretty good. And also, of course, the third and final arc of Season 7, and the last 4 episodes, The Seed of Mandalore, best for the, for it being the best to last, well, if you know what I'm trying to say. And they are some really good episodes as well. And the way they're done, I guess it's kind of like in the style of the Star Wars movie, especially with the old Lucasfilm logo showing and the Star Wars theme playing. And we get an appearance of General Grievous. And even, it ties in with Revenge of the Sith, And, and that epic battle between Maul and Ahsoka, and with it being motion capture, Ray Park and what's-her-face being the motion capture for Ahsoka, fan-freaking-tastic, as I said in my review of that episode, The Phantom Apprentice, and Maul telling Ahsoka, because about what is to come, and, even telling his Death Watch group, fantastic. Even the appearance of Voss, from who we see in Solo, played by Paul Bettany. I know as I said this before, he makes an appearance, a bit of more reference to Crimson Dawn, and with his appearance, and of course, more tie-ins to Revenge of the Sith, because with Mace, with a meeting and such with Windu, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Aayla Secura, and Yoda, really cool. And where, as they leave and such on hyperspace, Ahsoka and Maul can sense the presence of what's going on because of Windu, Palpatine, and Anakin. And I don't know, I feel like I don't know, does it take place right in the middle? I think because of the transitions, after the meeting, Ahsoka talking to Yoda and such, and as we cut to where they're making it must take place. It's clearly taking place, maybe, I don't know, and I really don't know, and especially because after Ahsoka says, can sense the presence of what was going on, and after Anakin said, "What have I done?" and she says, "Anakin," we then cut to Rex. Palpatine is there and execute Order 66, as he says. That clearly, what Ahsoka and Maul was sensing must have come after, because it probably must have. I could be right. Just if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Of course, with Rex, he's trying to fight himself, and we see him trying to find such. Of course, Ahsoka and the 3 droids, they R7, GG, and Cheap, they help Rex get back to his normal self, get the chip out, etc. And of course, they make their way out of the try to get out of the Republic cruiser with all the clones there, and Maul taking care of them on his own, knowing Maul, we know how he take care of somebody who gets in his way and tries to attack him, as all the other Sith, the bad guys, that is. And so, in that part where, because, that cool sequence, Rex and Ahsoka fighting the clones, and Maul escaping, and them, Ahsoka trying to get on the Y-Wing shuttle, and just the aftermath, of all of, because the clones being buried, who didn't survive and such, their helmets being on top of sticks, and Ahsoka in a gray cloak, and obviously, I guess, a hint and nod to, I guess, Ahsoka the Grey, you know, Star Wars Rebels, you know, you get the idea. And, of course, you know, she has one of her lightsabers and she drops it because, of course, we know Ahsoka and Rex, they fake their deaths. And, of course, one last shot of Ahsoka transition to, I guess, a few years later, the Empire is there, I guess, investigating, you know, the crash of the Republic cruiser, and Vader is there, and he picks up Ahsoka's lightsaber, activates it, and Mora is flying around. And you know, if you look closely, when we get a face shot of Vader, you can see if you look closely, you can see Anakin's eyes, you know. I guess a bit of Anakin did come back, you know, just for that one moment there, you know. And of course, as Vader walks off, one last shot of, you know, the helmet of the clone trooper helmet, like buried with a bit of snow on it, and the reflection of Vader, and boom, the episode ends, you know. It's just perfect ending, you know. Season 7, it had great, all 12 episodes and all 3 arcs. They are fantastic. Season 7 is a great season, and for it being the final season of the Clone Wars. And I gotta say, you know, I've heard this from other YouTubers, you know, fans of Clone Wars, etc., and I'm gonna say it too. Thank you. Thank you to Dave Filoni. Thank you to the people who worked on Clone Wars for giving us this show. Clone Wars, for me, Clone Wars is my jam. My Star Wars jam, without a doubt, you know. I grew up with this show like all the others, you know, and who I follow, just, you know. This show holds a very special place in my heart, definitely. And I know to those who I follow on YouTube, they, you know, it holds a special place in their hearts as well. And for me, because, you know, I grew up with the show, I'm huge fan of Ahsoka. If you couldn't tell already, you know, just this show is fantastic and I love it. And again, as I said, it holds a very deep place in my heart. And I'm happy that, you know, season 7 was finally was made and such, and yet, you know, and even what Kathleen Kennedy said, and I guess Lucasfilm, you know, she was right and such. You know, the Clone Wars, what she said is that, you know, the Clone Wars fans were the ones that really brought Clone Wars back, because hashtag save the Clone Wars, and it worked. They saved it, you know, because so much love and power for the show, you know what I'm saying? Just amazing. So once again, thank you to the people who've made Clone Wars, and to Dave Filoni, Ashley Eckstein, the cast of Clone Wars. Thank you so much. I applaud you. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Season 7 of Star Wars The Clone Wars. 10 out of 10 for Clone Wars. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this review video. More new review videos coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward. And I'll see you guys in the next video / review video. Take care. Peace out. And may the Force be with you.